Hey, it's Jonathan, and thank you for joining me today. I hope this video finds you in good fortune. Today I want to take a look at VeChain, some of its use case scenarios, exactly what is it, a little bit on the tokenomics, and um, the VeChain. VeChain is actually making news today. They're launching their VIP 193 on the public testnet, and some of the other news that they've 12 days ago here. VeChain is partnered with eBay and Amazon. Some of their other partners are people like BMW, Walmart. So they have some big name partnerships. Some partners you would probably recognize right off the bat, some you would not, and some that we probably all should recognize that we probably don't, right? So anyway, let's take a look at VeChain. This is VeChain's website here. And what VeChain is to think about VeChain, think about it's a tracking system. It's an anti-counterfeit system. It has all of these use case scenarios. So some of the solutions that we're looking at is digital carbon ecosystem, monitoring carbon, uh, consumer confidence, automotive passports, natural gas, logistics solutions, retail solutions, farming, electronic documents, digital content distribution solutions. So some of these, just to kind of take a look at them, let's say for retail over here, this would be like if I say I wanted to buy a Rolex and I didn't want to buy a counterfeit. This would be what's going to happen is the products are going to be tied to the blockchain, and they're going to be given a certificate on the blockchain so that they can be verified that what you're purchasing is not a counterfeit. Same thing with, like, say you would buy some lipstick or some makeup on Amazon or hand cream or something, then you would know that it actually came from that manufacturer, that it wasn't made in, some one-off lab in some hole in the wall somewhere, and that you were actually with maybe some possibly dangerous, ingredients in it. So it's basically a tracking. It's a verification. This for the automotive. This is kind of like maybe like an Equifax, but it's all tied to the blockchain, is what it is, and it would be every part would have an ID, and every time that your vehicle was worked on, then a record would be made of that. Consumer confidence for perishable foods. If if there was abundance of something and it was going to perish, then maybe it could be redirected somewhere else. This would be a tracking system for the food, basically, and not only the food, but the state of that food and the expiration date on that food. Digital carbon ecosystem, where it would combine with the Internet of Things. It would track the carbon usage on individuals and reward them for being carbon friendly. Agriculture would track different aspects of agriculture, uh, the germination and how much a field is producing. We have all of these things in a certain sense right at the moment, but this is a new layer. It's going to a new layer added when it's built off the blockchain. If any of you are familiar with non-fungible tokens, what a non-fungible token is it's a cryptocurrency that can be unique in its identity. So instead of having like a Bitcoin where every Bitcoin is the same, it would it would be like having if I wanted to produce a series of artwork, they could all be of one type of cryptocurrency, or have one type of cryptocurrency attached to them, and then they could have their own identities. This is going to benefit people that create digital content, like movies or music. Um, this is going to, or artwork. it will be able to, you'll be able to, when you're buying a piece of artwork or a piece of music, you can make sure that it's not been, it's not black marketed or it's not been ripped off. And you can make sure that your artwork is not duplicated. They're even setting up systems. Now, this isn't specifically for VeChain. This is in the not whole non-fungible token space. But like, say I would create a song, and the song would the if the song was to be redistributed by whoever purchased it, then I would receive a royalty on it. So if somebody bought my song and they sold it to somebody else, then I would receive my royalty on it. Same thing with artwork. If somebody bought a piece of my artwork, every time my artwork was sold, I could put a percentage on that. If I chose to, I could put a percentage on that where I would automatically receive a percentage of that back. So this is going to be very friendly for the music industry, the movie industry, artist, anybody that creates content like that. Non-fungible tokens coming up, VeChain and also other non-fungible tokens coming up are going to be have a very strong use case scenario. Another thing is electronic documents. This is like my title to my car or my deed to my property. Everything is eventually going to be tokenized. Everything in real world is going to be tokenized. And this is just the document end of the tokenization. So these are some of the use case scenarios that VeChain offers. Let's take a look at where it sits among the other currencies. It's currently ranked 23. It's 23 in the market cap. And its market cap is sitting right around 6 cents per token. It has a maximum supply of 86 billion and a circulating supply of 64 billion. The way the tokens work, the tokenomics of VeChain, is you have two coins. You have the Veth token. You have VeChain, which is the Veth token, and then you have the Vtho token. Now the Veth token, actually let's do Vtho first. Vtho is what is, say I create a piece of artwork and I want to sell it, or say I'm producing food and I want to track that food from the manufacturer to the distribution center to the consumer. What would be spent is the Vtho token. That's how it would be paid for. Those transactions, that's how the transaction would be paid for. The service that the VeChain blockchain was offering, it would be paid for by the Vtho token. The Veth token, what happens is the Veth token creates the Vtho token. So if I buy Veth token, then holding Veth token in, there's a number of wallets now. The one that is most associated with VeChain because they created it was the Sync wallet. So if you buy Veth token and you hold it in the Sync wallet, then you're automatically creating Vtho. So you're automatically creating that purchasing power. The Veth token is not spent. The Veth token only creates the Vtho token. Now you can buy Vtho, you can buy the Vtho token independently of the Veth token, and you can just you can use the service just by having the Vtho token, because that's how you pay for it. Or you can hold the Veth token and it will slowly accumulate Vtho, and depending on how much you have, sometimes faster than slow. So anyway, but that's where we're sitting right at the moment. That's just an overview of the VeChain project and the VeChain currency. The only negative aspect that has been associated with VeChain right at this point is, I mean, they have a ton of partners, but they have associations with China. But this is really to be expected, considering most of the world's production is coming from China at this point. We have, a lot of the products we use are from China, and that's what this token is created for. It's to create a tracking system for products. So it's not surprising that they are partnered with China, that they have a lot of affiliations in China. And because that's where their business is. But I think this is just a project to look at. This is a project that I'm personally invested in, and I think it's going to be not the only, but I think it's going to be one of the systems like this, the tracking systems like this. And this is what's coming. This is where we're going. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it brought some insight to you. And give me a like, a subscribe. And y'all are beautiful. I'll see you next time.